Well, I have with me Jan Sistov and Vincent. Both of you played a very long game. But what amazed me was the opening idea that was played. Was it preparation from you, Vincent? It was an exchange sacrifice, and the engine seemed to approve of it.
Okay, then that probably was preparation because I was not sure. I knew that this was an idea somewhere, but I didn't know if this was the line. I also spent so much time before trying to figure out all the move orders, which then I probably also did correct, but yeah, I spent too much time. I think it was not quite a good idea, and then this exchange exercise, I knew it was some idea somewhere, but of course you really have to make sure that it is here, yeah, because it's just exchange for nothing. And then after bishop a7, I was not sure what to play. It's like a weird move and a weird position, and I think it's very complicated. I don't think that like bc and d4 is strategically very risky, and I only had this idea of going immediate for like bishop b4, bishop c3, knight b4, but forgot about the rook ec1 move when you can just give it back the exchange and get a slightly too much better position, which I then had to defend quite a long time.
Yes, this move bishop a7 was very interesting. Jan Sistov, people were saying it's similar to the Karpov-Unzicker game, putting the bishop there. Was it something that you knew or you figured it out on the board?
No, I was totally unfamiliar with the idea of giving up the exchange. At first, I honestly thought it was a blunder by him, but then I spotted this rook b5, and it's. I didn't believe it was enough for him, to be honest, but but I understood. That he had two bishops for the exchange and pawn. So it's bishop a7 is very weird move, indeed. My main idea behind it was just to take on d5 and play c4, not allowing then take c3 at all. Position is it's difficult, to say in general much about this game because I have no idea what was happening in the entire game. Even in the end game, at some point I was thinking that we were just playing basically random moves. So but this idea of giving up the exchange was very nice.
But it felt like you were pressing in the second half of the game. Wasn't that the case? Did you feel like you were better and you had your chances?
Yeah, of course, because I had one pawn island and he had two. Actually, I thought, it was like a large edge for me and that I should eventually squeeze it, but Vincent defended very well and I tried, as hard as I could, but I thought I played logically, but I was, playing quiet moves because Vincent was also long time, so I wanted, to play that committal move and make him think, like rook a3, queen b5, or king h2 even. But he played very well, very reasonably, and and it's hard to say right now, of course there are improvements, but it's not easy for me, now to say what I could do better. So definitely. In the end, in the very end game with rooks and bishops and knights, I shouldn't have allowed him to play put his knight on e6 for no reason because I basically wasted 3 moves for nothing. But still, this rook and bishop endgame was. I was pressing. Of course, it's a draw, but.
Vincent, when you know that you're facing Jan Sistov in that endgame and he generally presses for a long time, what was your attitude while playing it? Because it's not easy to defend such positions.
Yeah, at first I thought it has to be dead draw because, I normally believe in the drawing range of opposite colored bishops. That, normally even without the c6 pawn, I should be able to make a draw. But the issue is that basically the 6 pawn is really not doing anything. Yeah, it's just blocked and I can't unblock it and my bishop has no real use. And I have the issue that if he ever gets to play g3 or 4, it can get quite serious because allowing fe5 is also kind of dangerous because I might lose the pawn, and taking on f4, then I might just get rolled over with all the pawns. So I had to be fast enough to get some counterplay with either bishop d1 rook a2 or bishop b5 rook d8 or something, which then forced him to play g4, which at first I also thought that this can't really be something serious in terms of losing. But even then, I could even force him to play d4, but suddenly rook on the 7th rank, and probably had the idea of just I think at some point I should have just played maybe rook d8, forcing d4, take and just c5. Yeah, just give up the pawn to finally free the bishop and get some control back, because like the structure at this point is not the issue. Yeah, even if I'm a pawn down, I should be able to hold easily. It's just that I need to be sure that I don't get mated. And anyway, this c pawn won't play any role in the whole time. I mean, it's not going anywhere. It's just blocked and can't even block my bishop at some point.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for the insights. I think it was a very long game, and I would let you guys go and have your dinner and prepare for the next round. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.